welcome to our first ever vlog.
Hi.
Say hi, babe.
Here on the ice.
We are on a frozen lake. What is it called?
This is Lost Lake. It's before you hit Delta Junction, Alaska. So it's about maybe an hour away from actual Fort Wainwright, Alaska.
Yeah, we're actually heading to see a glacier, Castner Glacier.
And we're going
We
hiking.
still have, what, like an hour and a half?
Yeah. So right now we're standing on a pretty big lake. I'd say maybe 2.5 miles in length from one end to the other. And then we have people over here that are ice fishing. You can kind of see them. They just caught a fish like a little while ago. And it's some actually pretty sturdy ice. Even though it looks kind of iffy because there's cracks in the lake. But I think it's safe. I think it's safe. So this is the view all around the lake. It's crazy to know too that during the summer we pass by here sometimes, and this lake has nothing but boats and people doing all kind of water activities out here. And then to know that I'm actually standing on that same lake that people drive boats on. I think this piece of ice right here is iffy because it's I think like a little different than the rest of the ice, if you can see. So yeah, I wouldn't stand on that piece right here. But we're gonna get going and make our way up to Delta Junction to get to Castner Glacier. So we'll talk some more later.
Wait, so the thing we're standing on is this?
Mm-hmm. It's permafrost. If you guys ever come to Alaska, this is one spot. Kind of almost remote, but it's beautiful.
Look at that over there.
You can barely see it.
I don't think it's focused.
Barely visible out there. Way bigger in person here. But this is a rest stop, and there is an army base across the street. I'm not gonna film it though, because I think it might be illegal. But yeah, Fort Greely is across the street from here. So, if you are in the Army and you do get stationed here in Alaska, you got 3 options of going to Fort Richardson, Fort Wainwright, or Fort Greely, which is the most remote base here. But, yeah, this is our view. I wish you guys could see it a little better. But, yeah, way out there. It's the mountains. And then you got a little stream running through down the hill here. Then they do have some information right over on this side. It's kind of worn out, but this one's much better. So here's like a little map of Alaska, and it does show you the Denali fault line that passes through Delta Junction. This is where we are, the National Park Preserve. Then you got your Yukon area. So this is where we are right now, up in this area. Wait, no, that's wrong. This is where Fairbanks is. This is the Yukon area, and then this is the DTA area, or the Delta training area. So, just little information here about where we are. Lets you know right here exactly what you're standing on. The Tanana River, permafrost, outwash plain gravel, and some terrain down here. We were fortunate enough to go through a permafrost tunnel. It's pretty cool. We got to stand underneath a frozen lake, which sounds weird, but it's a real thing here in Alaska. So, permafrost tunnels. But yeah, this is pretty beautiful here. We're still about 50 minutes away from our destination, and we'll go ahead and keep you guys updated as we go on. Hello everybody, we finally made it to Castner Creek. We'll go find the glacier. Say hi.
Hi.
Got him right there. So, we gotta follow some trail, just like everyone else's. We should be somewhere out that way. So, keep you updated. We made it to the permafrost tunnel, and we're inside right now. It's kind of dark, but
Is permafrost?
this is glacier slash permafrost. And it gets darker as you go down into the tunnel. And we brought our headlamps. Got my big one. So we're gonna try to venture down that way. It's very slippery in here too. Look at that. It's like crystallized ice all up around us. And it does get pretty cold the more you walk down here. It's very beautiful. It's a far walk from where we parked. Thinking about maybe 1.5 miles down. But yeah, just look at it sparkle. And there's the family walking this way. Oh man, pretty cold down here. Check it out. So, not too